Now, where are we, Lulu? Doesn't look like we're anywhere in particular, according to the map. We've got the site Grace next to our Dragon Communion Princess. And... there is just no map marker anywhere nearby that we can see. So I guess we just ride. We ride and we see. And hopefully we don't go back the way we came. Because that would be very silly. Although that would kind of be fitting, because Lulu is one of the sillier of the cats. She's not growling at nothing. She's racing around, or she's just flopping over like an idiot. Red Fulgur Bloom. That would be used to make red lightning pots, I guess. Dragon lightning spells. Did we have a look in this little ruined thing, by the way? No, because there is Egon's Cookbook, number 1. Dragon Communion Grease and Dragon Communion Harpoon. Contains details on how a mere mortal can fell a mighty dragon. Yeah, he was grievously injured and broken by fear. Well, he's dead now. So, I guess he's not going to be overcoming that fear anytime soon. I hear things. And I see skeletons on the ground. Which makes me think that that is in fact a skeleton trying to come and get us. And it's probably going to res. Yeah, get poked. So we've got skeletons over here. We've got what look like more skeletal creatures over there. Possibly the Farum Azula ones. The beastmen. Whole lot of undead. What connection do they have with dragons? We'll continue on this left side. For we don't have a better plan right now. Ah. That does look like a lot of the buggers. There we go, I think we've got rid of most of them. Good. Human bone shards. They weren't human. They were beastmen. It's a world of difference. And what are we passing over? Just a general path that leads through this area. Still no sign of a map marker? No. And then some of those rams. I think they're rams. So yeah, not much going on at ground level. What would we have found if we'd gone at the right hand side of the pass instead of the left? Messages. Utility ahead, therefore keep moving. So I guess that means there's no point going back in that direction. We'll take their word for it. Because we want to get somewhere of note. This looks like it's somewhere where a boss fight could occur. More dead dragons about the gaff. But yeah, this isn't where we came from, is it? Or is it? We went south. We did go south, didn't we? We found that Dragon Priestess shrine. Maybe we have now gone north instead, and this is where we fought the boss. Yes. So maybe we should have gone south from the Dragon Priestess. But now we're over here. So let's go this way and see what's up. No caves, no catacombs. Just... ooh. Jagged mountains. More red Fulgur Bloom. Which we'll grab. So what am I even looking at? That looks like a hand. That looks like lots of fingers sticking up from the ground. Like enormous things were trying to dig their way through from below the surface. Probably not a good place to be, all told. So don't be astonished when the game sends us down there later, I imagine. Yeah, nothing going on up there really. There's a spirit spring. Any map marker yet? No. What I want is the site of grace so I can go back to the priestess and just check to the south. But let's think. We go at that spirit spring, are we going to land on the head of a boss? Because they've done that to us before. Cool, it's a huge one. But no, we're alright. Should we have carried on at ground level, is the question. I mean, we can get back down to ground level. We don't have too much difficulty. We got a bridge, that's a sign of civilization. It's not going to fall apart on us, is it? Site Grace. Spiffing. Cool. So that's one of the things I was looking for. Asked very kindly for Site of Grace. And we've got Foot of the Jagged Peak. Still no sign whatsoever of a map marker. If that's the map marker for this area, then it's a way away. But we will figure that out. How far are we off a level? 20,000 runes. We can do that, surely. And where do we want to spend this level on Lulu? Her vigor's good. Her mind is pretty good. Her endurance is crap. And we are planning on using a great katana, so yeah, let's get some more endurance. At some point it'd be nice to get enough endurance on everyone so that they don't need any equip load boosting talismans. And now we'll make sure that we didn't miss anything down here. For it would be a shame if we'd missed stuff down by this Dragon Communion altar. And it does look as though there is a fair way we can go in this direction. Do we follow the cliff? That's worked for us so far, largely. Red poppies and whatnot. Is this the area where that big furnace bugger hangs out? Yeah, let's explore in this westward direction first, see what's going on there, because this is a little path of sorts. Cairo's hidden grave. And what looks to be a Tibia Mariner off in the distance. Either way, we will investigate its cliff edges thoroughly. And there's something that's blue. Hello. And there's a map marker down there. Cool, so we are going to find a map marker today. This is great. But also there is a Tibia Mariner, so you know what must be done. It's gone. Gravekeeper's Cookbook. They're new. Gravekeepers watch over those who rest in the realm of shadow, and it allows us to make polterstone. What's polterstone? I don't know. Yeah, down there's also blue. Lovely. We're apparently in combat, so we cannot check our map. But we have got some ghost flame bloom for our troubles. Any skeletons going to rise up from around here? Yeah, there is another of those lads. Standing on a waterfall, which would presumably negate the fire damage that it would deal. But I'm going to guess not by much. Now, you guys look like you're up to no good. Am I that concerned about you, though? What are you? Are you gravekeepers or are you just guys? Yeah, you're just skelly bones. We don't mind skelly bones. I'm either really bad at spotting, like, entrances to caves and whatnot, or this map is rather sparse compared to the base game. Seems to be a whole lot of open space, and not much going on in it. Although I notice that I can now summon things. And that has me concerned. And a grave cricket. Tasty. And a grace. Even tastier. How close have we got to the map? Not very far. Is there a way into the blue from the red that I've just missed? There's a lot of grave birds around by the look of it. We'll give them a wide berth. There wasn't a spirit spring down to there, no. Still haven't found any of those hidden, well, those spirit springs that need to be reactivated by knocking over some stones. Or at least we still haven't noticed that we found any. So, it's all well and good. A deathrite bird, of course. That's exactly what we wanted. Ouch. And there goes Torrin. Now, can I not have to deal with like 6 enemies at once? I guess that's a no. I guess we just ride in then, and we deal with the deathrite birds first. Come on then. It's got poise. We cannot just bash away. Come on. Yeah, we can't just roll backwards either. Was that a second one? Because there is one over there. So we need to deal with that. We're going to lose half our flasks before the deathrite bird even shows up. Oh no, we're not. Here it comes. Very well. Is it going to come over, or do we have to attract its attention? There we go, it's coming. Not so tough when you're one-on-one, are you, mate? Ouch. Oh, now we're getting beffed. Oh, wrong flask. Oh no, we poisoned ourselves. This is why I don't like having things on my bar other than what we need. Oh, and then we just died. Yeah, an extra bird came in and distracted Mimic. It's a new session for old Cherubel, and I'm not entirely sure where it's going to take us, to be honest. I guess we're still roaming around, exploring around down here. But I'm not convinced there's going to be that much more to see. I guess we'll find out as we go. There's some rada fruit. That's exciting, isn't it, children? Oh, it's so exciting. Now, we do have a thing up here and some grave birds. What is said thing? It's got loot behind it. Grave bird armor? Cool. Didn't we find some gravebird greaves on somebody beforehand? Maybe. No, those gravebirds have given up already, that's nice. So I guess we're going to find all 4 bits of the set around and about somewhere. It looks fairly light, but it also looks pretty cool. So that could be an armor set for someone down the line. Now, anything over on these graves? It seems not. And I'm guessing there's still large amounts of death down there. Yes. Broken runes. Hot jam. No, we're not missing anything in the middle here, are we, on this lake? Looks like that's a point of interest over there. I don't think the lake is a point of interest unless you're interested in giant crabs coming out of nowhere and ruining your day. We best check. What are you? Oh, you're a dragon. Okay. You're the ghost flame dragon, no less. Well. I suppose we better throw rocks at you. It's just good sense. Ouch. There goes Torrent. And there goes some of our health, not all of it. I suppose this would be an ideal time to... Jeez. Feels like it'd be an ideal time to get back on Torrent, because, yeah, there we go. But also to summon our demi-human friend, who's now level 9. Yeah, it would have probably been a good idea to summon them before we got battered. But now we know what we're up against, and knowing is half the battle, at least. Maybe even 3/4. Oh, we summoned the wrong thing. Oops. I mean, I shouldn't refer to Cherry as a thing, but we have summoned other Cherry. Now, where do we put those runes? Can we get them, please? There we go. I feel like staying on Torrent is the answer. If we can. And we're going to get wrecked there, surely? Yep, there we go. Stay on the ground. Oh, come on, we were in the middle of our iframes for... What? What happened to iframes for summoning Torrent? Right, Yosh is definitely coming along for the ride this time. And we're going to try and stay on Torrent. And just try and be a bit more careful with our movements. But we are also going to sling rocks. Or maybe we start with a moon. That could be fun. Hello, friend. Right, we haven't got the actual... Why is it saying that we can't use our moon? Surely we've got the FP for it. What just happened? Why wouldn't it let us fire our moon? Maybe we just can't fire moons on horseback. But that confused me thoroughly, and therefore we just died straight away. It's not great. This dragon's very agile though. He hits hard, of course, but he's also agile. Yeah, he's got his back turned again. We'll try one more time. Give it the old college try. And then if this fails... Don't fail me, Yosh. If this fails, we'll go somewhere else and we'll come back to this dragon later. Oh, come on. The splash on that. Yeah, he's buggered off. Suppose we should drink a bit of blue. Now what? Yeah, he's a mobile bugger. Oh, piss off. The fact that Torrent goes down in a hit is most unfortunate. And the range on that. So, don't stand underneath him. But don't stand anywhere near him, otherwise Torrent just dies. Got it. So basically don't be anywhere. Oh, come on. I saw that going, but wasn't sure where best to avoid it. I don't think we're going to win this fight, but we can try. Okay, he can also just do a general batter the ground underneath him thing. Oh, and we're out of red flask already. And we were fat rolling. Is that just the lake that's causing us to fat roll? I feel like we're giving up on that dragon for now. But I also want to allocate some flasks because if we're running out of reds that easy, then maybe we need more reds and less blue. Yosh was doing well though. He was certainly surviving, which is nice. We'll come back to that bugger once we've got more fragments again. It's always the thing with these open air bosses like this. You're never quite sure if you should be fighting them now and you're just sucking, or if you just shouldn't be fighting them now because they're really strong and you're supposed to come back to them later. But come back later is what we're going to do. Oh, great katana though. Just lying around. Weapon unique to Warriors of the Land of Reeds, of course it is. Designed for aggression. Nice. And blood loss. Sick. Now, what's this little area? This is the other area that was around here. Although, it does look like there's a path down there through the water. So let's just pop over to the edge of this cliff, just to check. It might be another case of Elden Ring's maps being inaccurate because they were drafted a long time ago and the landscape has since changed. But yeah, you can definitely get down there. Because otherwise there wouldn't be tombstones leading down there. Curious. But for now I guess we check out the abandoned Ailing village. With its great potentate's cookbook and fly creature. I think fly creature wants peace, but heck with it. We're going to head up into the village proper. Now, is this abandoned Ailing village? Great Bridge North. Okay. I mean, it's not on the Great Bridge, but fine. So, what do you have to offer, village? Got a ghost man. Who's hurt from tip to toe. Am I human still? So, I guess you were in the process of becoming a fly creature? And the process hurt quite a bit? Very well. Nope. Yeah, get wrecked. Now, what about you? You've got glowing eyes. So we'll certainly claim your runes. Are we out of range? Not quite, but didn't get all of it. There we go. And is that it for the village? Or is there a bit more up the hill? It's a human bone shard. There's a bit more over here. It looks like one of those statues where you get a revered spirit ash. Down there, but there's also up there. And then there's this building in front of us, which I think is the one that we looked at. Down below. Oh no, it's just a collapsed building. It's separate to the one that we saw on the lower level. So we've got one up here, and then we've got down below. We've got another one that's weeping and wailing. Oh no. They're all mad at us. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, back to blades then, I guess. They're gonna try and stun lock us with grabs. And they get the blades. Now, what are you doing? Are you firing at us? Some of that. Oops, wrong flask. There we go. Chug a couple of those bad boys. So that was either the Swarm of Flies incantation or a new one that's better than it, perhaps. And up here we have our reward. The Ailment Talisman. Raises resistance to the last ailment suffered. That's kind of cool. So, if you get blood loss, then you'll gain more resistance to blood loss. For how long? I guess just for a short period. It's not just going to stay like that forever until you suffer another infliction down the line. Any more of you horrible buggers? There's one over there, but they're away. Are they aggro? Yeah. Oh, come on. There they go. And that's it for this ailing village. Very well. Unless these messages have got much to add. But I doubt it. Oh yeah, we are heavy rolling. Why are we heavy rolling? Still got Erdtree's favour. Still got all the usual gear that we've always had. Oh, did we take off something to replace the blue talisman? Was that something, one that we needed? Yeah, it probably was. Arsenal Charm +1. So let's pop that one instead, just because, yeah, we need mid-rolls. Still no sensible way down below, I don't think. So we can head back now and go under the Great Bridge, I guess. There might be a little thing down there. But otherwise, we're pretty much looking for something fresh to do on Cherry. Ooh, purple items. The Furnace Visage. And we're in the Rundown Traveller's Rest. And another cookbook. Hefty Furnace Pot. The Furnace Visage makes furnace pots, I guess? A stone mask surrounded by curled horns depicting the fell god of fire that haunts the sagas of the Hornsent. And that's the end of the line. Okay, so where are we going to go now on Cherry? I guess she could also cross the Great Bridge, like Sam is going to. Well, like Sam already has, really. But then, instead of going up and exploring there, well, she could go down there, but Lulu's doing that. So what happens if she crosses the bridge and then goes left? Can she make it through there? Because, no, or is that the bit that Sam did where Catcoon? There's a map marker. Cool. Yeah, we'll cross the bridge.